I've been trying to think of a lot of topics because I'm wanting to do a daily something, a daily Dave, some kind of daily video. I've come up with probably about 10 topics for my weekly podcast that's going to go more in depth on different things. But I remembered watching a video by Casey Neistat, one of my vlog heroes, and person I definitely shape kind of my content around. He said, you have to show up for work every day. And I think that's pretty obvious when we all have a 9 to 5, when we have a place to go, a commute. It's a little less obvious, I'd say, during the pandemic. We still technically have a 9 to 5. Some of us do, some of us don't, present company included. And to show up during the pandemic could mean go to your desk, in your bedroom like I am, or in the living room, or you go to a coffee shop and you're working during those hours, wherever you happen to be. So you're showing up in some way, in a physical presence and a virtual presence. You're every single day, that company is paying you to work on their projects, on whatever it might be. So you have to show up in order to get paid. That's the exchange. You come to work, and I pay you. Even exchange, company, employee, 9 to 5 mindset, right? We all kind of understand that. As an entrepreneur, as a self-employed person, a creative, somebody who, like myself, for example, generates their money off 100% commissions or contract projects, right? It's project-based. There's no, I'm gonna definitely get paid this amount every Friday. It's up to me to figure out how much money I get paid. How much do I wanna get paid? If I don't show up for work, if I don't come to my desk, if I don't do those revenue generating activities, I don't get paid. Now, it's a lot more complicated because you have to figure out your structure. Do you work 40 hours? Do you work 80 hours? Do you work 20 hours? How much money do you need to sustain yourself, one, and two, reach your goals? Are the financial goals, career goals? Are you trying to make money to invest in the stock market? Are you trying to make money to invest in real estate? Are you trying to invest in more gear, expand your company? There's so many different goals you can set for yourself, but that's the whole rub. You have to set these things for yourself. And it gets back to the original point. You have to show up for work. And what I haven't been doing and yet preaching about is saying, hey everybody, make content all the time, post every day, multiple times a day, to your Instagram story, to your feed, to Facebook, to YouTube. And I'm over here not doing that on a daily basis. It's not that I'm not working, because I have other things I'm working on, and coming up with content plans, trying to get new clients, doing outreach, making phone calls for my clients in the agency. And I'm telling all the bull riders on the agency the same thing. Hey guys, I get that you're a bull rider, it's cool, but everybody outside the Western world, you know, they don't care too much about that. They think it's cool, and they might have a passing interest in what you do, but then they're gonna move on, swipe, scroll to the next thing, because to them, to the outside world, outside of rodeo, it's like a novelty, right? Now those guys show up to work every day for what they do. They gotta train, they gotta recover, they have to do some media, some press, right? They have to go to the arena, they have to prep mentally and physically to get on a bull and ride. They show up for their job every day. And so what I ask them to do is extra. I say, you're already doing what you're doing, but for us to be successful, for you, because you say you want a personal brand, for those I work with that they understand the long-term game of having a personal brand, I say, well, you gotta show up for your brand too. Now you're showing up for your job, right? Now, technically you're a contractor with the PBR, technically, but if you treat it, whatever you're doing in life, in this case, let's just keep talking about bull riding. If you treat it like an employee-employer relationship, you're gonna get those benefits out of it as if you were an employee. And you're also gonna get the negative parts of it, right? If you're only doing the minimum required work to hopefully get the outcome. And with those guys, there's no guaranteed money. So I think the point that I'm trying to make with all this is, it's the mentality you put into whatever you do is gonna give you the yield of that mentality. You're gonna get a return based on the mentality. If my mentality every week is, I'm gonna work 40 hours. I'm gonna do whatever I want Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna do the same thing Monday through Friday. I'm gonna get the yield of 40 hours a week. I'm gonna get more of an employee return versus, hey, I'm the captain of this ship. I gotta work as many hours as it takes. That might mean 80, 90, 100 hours this week, this whole week, 7 days. And I gotta show up every day in order to get paid. I might not get paid in the first 2 weeks, but week 3, I might be getting something. And I might be working toward that bigger bag, say it's like a $10,000, $15,000 check. And then when it comes, all those hours I built in are worth it. And then eventually you hope you get to the point that you've got so many projects overlapping that you can give yourself a draw of like $500,000 every week, $2,000 a week, $10,000 a week. You got something coming in that's steady, but it's because you have all this overlapping work versus with a job, you know exactly how much you're gonna get every Friday. Pretty much as long as you show up and do the minimum amount of work, you're definitely getting paid. The amount of your output can vary slightly, you know, to a degree. You do more work, you do a bunch more work, you don't get paid more. You do the minimum amount, you still get the same pay for the same amount of work. So you gotta, if you are going the route of content creator, entrepreneur, you gotta show up every day. And I have been guilty of not showing up every day. So thus is the impetus for this, the catalyst for this idea, doing a daily video, right? So this is gonna be just daily thoughts, right? Of me being a filmmaker, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a content consultant, somebody who needs to walk the talk. If I'm gonna keep giving all this advice to people, I gotta do it. I gotta be here every single day doing it. And I gotta come up with different topics. I can't keep having this same conversation. Now I can talk about the same things. And I think what's brilliant, going back to Gary Vee, is he talks about the same things in different ways all the time. And so he fits that same, his thesis of the content model, which is make as much content as you can to attract an audience and then monetize the audience, right? Give away for free, give as much value as you can. And then you get the audience to pursue you. You're never chasing the money, right? The money's gonna chase a good deal. And the good deal is you. The good deal is the value you bring. So if you put out all this value, somebody might say, wow, like Dave, he talks about like a lot of cool content stuff. I've actually implemented some of his tactics and it's working for my company. The next step for them is, why don't I bring him in or virtually or in person to speak to my company, to speak at my conference, right? So if you can hold on for the long term, if you're really in it, like if I really want to do this, and I've been doing this for 15 years in some form of another, started with editing, then shooting and editing, consulting, freelance, worked for a company, right? And now that I'm doing it for myself, you know, I took the foot off the gas because I thought I could just do the minimum, right? Fell into the employee mindset of I can put out one video a week. And then, oh, well, I'm working with Max and I'm running his content, so I don't have to put out a video a week because I know I'm getting a certain paycheck every week. And as much as, you know, I like to think that, you know, I was doing both, but not steady. I was always showing up for Max's stuff, but not always showing up for my stuff. Make sure you show up for your side hustle as much as you show up for your main job, your main hustle, your 9 to 5, your bill paying activities. So you can switch to now, my only bill paying activities is making content, and I was still slacking on that. This is gonna be twofold. This is gonna help me because I'm gonna make content that will help you. And by voicing my own ideas, right, we all learn by teaching. The best way to learn anything is by teaching others. I'm gonna say, wow, that was kind of profound. Where did that come from? It just came from stream of consciousness. So it's gonna help me by making this content about content. It's very meta, right? I understand. And there's no excuse to say I'm burnt out from making too many videos for other people to the point that I can't make videos for myself, because that's just the best and worst excuse ever. Because while I'm saying things that are true, it's still an excuse. So that's the daily video. It's January 25th. It's a Tuesday morning. It's 9:30 in the morning. I'm in my sweatpants in my bedroom here in North Carolina at my desk. And I'm not gonna be here much longer. I'm moving to Orange County, California in a couple weeks. So doing all the fun stuff around moving, you know, selling as many things as I can, cleaning up, packing. What else am I doing? I gotta switch over the cable. Oh, I don't have cable. I've cut the cord a while ago. But I gotta switch over my internet, my gas and electric bill, and then pack the car and drive out, you know, a couple thousand miles. I think it's gonna take me 2.5, 3 days to get there. And I thought, you know, I need to start this now and not wait until I have a clean slate. A lot of people would say, in the past, I would say, you know what, let me wait till I get settled. I'm gonna set up my desk just like this again, but in my new house. And now I'm thankful I have a house to go to, which is awesome. I'm gonna wait until everything's perfect. And I just gotta shed that perfectionism. And so making this video now, it's helping me do that. But the key is gonna be, if I show up tomorrow and do the same thing and do another video and do videos every day, even when I'm on the road, because I'm gonna be on the road for 3 days driving, just to prove to myself, like I did with my 75 hard challenge, we'll get into that, that I can develop a habit, that it's something that I wanna do every day. Again, are you showing up to work, to your job, your task, your vocation, career? Are you showing up every day? You gotta show up to the office, whatever that looks like. Right now, this is what it looks like for me. Some days it's on set filming, some days it's in the field shooting at a rodeo event or a doc, whatever. So to wrap all this up, you gotta show up for work every day, especially when you're peddling content, right? I'm pushing advice on how people can succeed. I gotta take my own medicine. So that's the video for today, January 25th, 2022. Can't believe it's 2022. And I will see everybody right back here tomorrow. Peace.